We are Songhammer, and we are going to pwn you.
Songhammer needs your help.
Join the Hammerhead Army. Melt faces.
Are you going to BlizzCon? Do you need somebody really epic to hang out with? Look no further.
The Hammerhead Army is for you.
How do I get into the Hammerhead Army?
Well, I'm glad you asked. All you do is you find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Songhammer.
And what do I say?
You say, I want to join the Hammerhead Army.
And that's it?
That's it.
It's that easy?
It's that easy, and then you can walk with the mighty Songhammer as we troll BlizzCon.
I can be in the Hammerhead Army?
Anyone can be in the Hammerhead Army. It's that easy.
All right, we'll do that while we're getting ready here.
All right.
Don't forget to unmute your mic, though.
No one's here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Frysa, you need the developer's water cooler.
Dev.
You are listening to PWNcast, and it's RH Show! Welcome back, WoW Addicts. You're listening to PWNcast. I'm your host, Eli, speaking to you from Denver, Colorado. It's June 7th and patch 5.4.8. New episode of Azeroth Choppers and the Horde wins. Big shock there. We have new dev water cooler, and we got Songhammer on the show. I brought the honey badgers with me, and the mage who let it go because the cold never bothered him anyway. What's up, Frysa?
Oh, that was pretty good. Hey, not much. Just kicking it. Just came back from celebrating our mother's birthday.
Awesome.
You know, something you wouldn't do, but it's okay.
It's like that. No. There were gifts. I gave gifts.
I'll give her the one that matters. Love. So I'm here now, ready to go. Talk about some World of Warcraft, the only thing that matters in this world.
Awesome. Right on. Cool. And the conqueror of the finals boss. What's up, Matt?
Hey, I am achieved very great achievements in my life, and I'm just chilling, and I guess my next great expansion starts in about 2 weeks. So it was horrendous, it was horrible. I'm not gonna lie, I cried at certain points. I've reached certain feelings I never knew I had, okay? But it is over finally. At least that part is, until I start, in a few weeks. So that's my
right
story.
On.
Yeah.
Right on. That's awesome. And we also brought with us today the spam with 20% more fat, the beefy Spamburger. What up, dude?
What's up, guys? Been playing a lot this week. I've got a couple of alts that used to be my mains that I've been dusting them off the shelf and been trying to level them. We've had some guests on the show who happened to be on my same server, and they've been giving me crap about why isn't my mage level 90 yet. But real life, I got season passes to the water park, so I got to do my thing.
Right on, that's awesome. And this week we brought with us Shredhammer and Croonhammer from Songhammer. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
We're doing good. We're ready to dominate, take over, and do what Songhammer does. It's all right.
Songhammer always wins. I love these guys.
We're here for your protection, so
Right on. It's good to have you guys. We're really excited. We got a lot of questions for you guys. Let's get started real quick and talk about our week in WoW. Go ahead and start us off, Frysa. What you been up to?
Just trying to get caught up with all the raids that I haven't done since I quit WoW. And I think it was Spamburger took me through a couple raids last week, and pretty sure he'll be taking me through more raids tonight.
I did.
And then he was lecturing me.
I think that's a great idea. Yes.
He was reminding me of all kinds of great stuff that I've been missing out on, and right away he's like, "You gotta do your homework. You need to go get your gems, and you need to go to this one and do this boss." And
I was channeling Madden.
Oh, it was back to school for me, And it was great. It's great to know that I have friends here that watch out for all my things I like. So it was really, really fun. I hope to do it tonight and tomorrow. It'll be kind of fun. So trying to catch back up is what I'm trying to do right now.
That's awesome. How about you, Matt?
Like I said earlier, I conquered the finals, but what I've been doing is I got to play a little bit more with the beta of Hero of the Storms. Not gonna lie. So I'm really enjoying that right now. And
Awesome.
I think I'm like level 15 or something in it now. So yeah.
You're one lucky guy. Every time you talk about that, I think we all just kind of like turn our heads the other way. We don't want to hear about it.
It's okay. You know, I know somebody that knows somebody that I think knows somebody. So that's how it works out.
You know somebody had a neighbor who walked his dog once.
Yeah,
right.
I guess that's pretty much how you can put it.
Right on. And what about you, Spam?
I've kind of been spending my my off time trying to play with our fan base and play with our guests that have been on the show and spend time. I desperately want to be like in that solid 10 or 25 man group, and it just doesn't want to come together for like the last like 2 years. So I've just been spending the one-on-one time, like Frysa said. I was running him through his LFRs, trying to get him some gear. I was playing catch up with a lot of people, trying to just build my one-on-one relationships in the hopes that maybe I will be the center of everyone else's universe for the next 6 months. I don't know. I just desperately need that big solid group, and it hasn't been there. So I'm doing what I can. I am the community right now. So
right on. That's awesome. Cool beans. And we got 2 guests with us. Let's hear what you guys have been up to in WoW.
Well, in WoW, I've been playing Diablo 3 mostly.
Oh, man.
It's true.
Can you do that now? Can you play Diablo in WoW?
Yeah, and actually in Hearthstone, that's true.
I love me some Hearthstone.
That's addicting.
Awesome. Yeah, Hearthstone definitely. I started to play that, and I was like, no, I need to back away from this. I won't play WoW ever again.
Well, and we do run it's about a 500 player guild right now, and we're actually playing more, like, when expansions are released, etc., it gets up to over 900 people. But these times in between expansions, we use them to, work on Diablo 3, which is, I think, kind of what Blizzard intends by spacing the launches the way they do.
And writing music.
Yeah,
that does happen.
Yeah. We've been in the studio, and we're actually shooting a new rock video in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. So you don't have a lot of WoW time at all.
We try, but at the same time, it's game, and then it's work, and then it's game, and then it's more music, and then it's all at the same. You know how it is. You're always struggling.
Yep.
And we do have.
Yep.
Right.
There is a 10-man group that's. I want to say they're like. There are 8 bosses in hard mode for the current content.
Wow.
So they keep running and keep the guild moving. I jump in when I can. Like Ben said, we pretty much have to be casual because of the rock and roll stuff.
Right, yep. Hardcore casual.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5-6 years of raid leading, to casual was kind of a trip that was hard to get used to.
Oh,
then we had to learn how to play guitar again.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
The real guitar, Guitar Hero only works so long.
Not the rock guitar.
I thought that was the real guitar.
And you just say, red, blue, green, green. And the people just don't hear that.
But to answer seriously, in Diablo 3, I've got a dual-wielding whirlwind barb that's pretty geared. I think I'm at Paragon 120 or something.
Nice.
I got a demon hunter that's also pretty geared now, so that doesn't take as long in the evening. I'll run through that stuff, and they just they released the increase to legendary drop chance, and that's been made a permanent buff, so that's made farming gear quite a bit easier. Everyone is responding to it pretty well.
Right.
Yeah, because more legendary stuff is better, right?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Right. More golden drops, right?
Yeah.
More gold.
When they made the legendary cloak so attainable to the player mass, that was the first time a legendary had been within reach of a normal player. That was kind of nice.
For
Maybe
sure.
the rogue daggers weren't quite that easy yet.
Right, I'm trying to just like,
He's saying
sure.
that as if it's an easy quest to finish. Yeah.
Sure, we all do that, right?
Right. I mean,
no big deal.
it's true. I mean, though, back in my day, the orange gear was like not even like a 1% chance. It was like a 0.01% chance to get that. Like you would literally run thousands. Like I'm talking 40-man raids. You'd run them like 1,000 times and still not get that drop. You know.
You would probably get it, and then it'd be like, oh no, just playing. You don't get it.
Oh no, that's exactly what happened though. It would always go to someone else besides me, and
You would spend 3 months in your mother's basement playing that damn raid.
Yeah, no
and then it would finally drop, and then it would go to the asshole that's only been there for 1 hour during the raid. It's his first time ever doing it, and he gets it. And you're just sitting over there crying, eating a bag of Cheetos on a beanbag. That's what happened.
It was a yoga ball, not a beanbag. But
whatever.
how would you know?
Or it ends up with the wrong class. Back in the day, you could,
Oh, that's right.
Right.
He's taking your hunter mail and stuff.
Some paladin would be taken off with the staff.
Cloth.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we got a story about that.
It just happened.
The Pally healers all used to take the cloth here. I mean, if it was better.
Oh my god.
There was a time, I want to say it was, what the hell is the one with gunship?
The Northern?
Oh, Ice Crown.
Yeah, the boss after that. I don't know. His had like leather gloves that were best in slot for arms warriors or something weird. That stuff used to happen a lot.
That was before back in my day. I'm a catababy, so.
That's why we wrote Cataclysm for you, because it's right. It's kind of like a lullaby.
Yep, they're like, come on, Eli, you know you want to play this.
That's right.
Hey guys, let's get to talking about Azeroth choppers. What do you guys think?
The Horde, of course. I kept reading on the boards, and they were everybody's like, they're really pushing the Alliance. They're really pushing the Alliance. Maybe the Alliance is going to win, and everybody's like, no, they're just doing that because they want them to have. Although I must say, the Alliance bike did look pretty bitchin'.
Yeah.
Really? You thought so?
Yeah, but I'm all for shiny.
It's a Galactic bike.
Okay, no. Okay, after like episode 3, you saw that the bike looked like a freaking snowmobile more than a bike.
That is true.
You just knew it was going to lose. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was an insect bike. I was waiting for wings to pop out of the back.
It was freaky with the whole tank tread thing. That was a little freaky. But the Horde bike, I mean, we have to rep where repping is due. Since we are Songhammer, we do tend to lean Horde.
You ride the Horde bike.
Yeah. Now, granted, it's not that we won't give love to the Alliance. We will. We just tend to rep the Horde hard.
They just have to pay for the love.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
They can do that on iTunes or CD Baby right now, Look up Songhammer.
And they also have to pay for our protection.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm going to give the Alliance bike some love. They got some really good detail on there. I love the leather seat is nice. They got like engraving. I don't know what you call it in leather, but some sort of like engraving on both the seat and as well as the hand grips. And it looks really sweet. Eli was talking last week about how he didn't want to see like a big Paulie Junior Designs logo on it, and I think that they managed to put it subtly on both the bikes so that it's not like gaudy, but it's there. So he did kind of signature both the bikes. But I got to give it to the Horde bike. The I don't know if the burnt look to the wood. The leather on the Ally bike can only be trumped by the leather on the Horde bike, which has like uneven stitches on it. It looks all crunchy and hoardy and
it looks like it belongs in the game.
Eli had said something to me earlier.
That bike is Songhammer should go riding into BlizzCon on that bike.
We should do as a ride.
They can set us on fire, and then we'll ride in on that. I think that'd be
do it.
Yeah.
This guy's like the Daffy Duck of World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's right.
Top this trick.
You guys want to get real dark all of a sudden? I was checking out this World of Warcraft stuff on YouTube and thought the World of Warcraft dark moments or dark stuff, and some of the goblin tents that they have, like those merchants that you see around, look at their tents. And if you actually look at it, there's human faces on those
faces on their tents.
Yeah, and they're made of skin. They're not like tent material.
Yeah, it's great.
They're made of like
in Westfall. That's like right over by the dead mines. If you go and kill those kobolds over there, they have like faces on the sides of the tents. Yeah.
That was their leather, was human skin.
That's human leather. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty hard. Yes, definitely.
Gotta use what you got. That's right. Yeah. Why waste it? I mean, if war is imminent, then
well, wear their skin.
But I can't skin a furbog. No, won't let me skin them. They're not beef. I don't know why they're not beef.
He's got some beef with us still. Becky Burns and Eddie.
Are those bears that eat?
Yeah, those things that look like moon kids. Yes.
Throw spears at you.
Throw spears at you. Those fuckers. Yes. Dude, my main is like hated with them.
That is awesome. That is great.
Furbolgs.
So nobody was shocked at all?
I'm not shocked at all. That bike is gorgeous. Are you kidding me? The wood looks great. The spikes look great. The tusks look great. I want that bike. I want it under my Christmas tree.
I just wanted black smoke coming out of the back.
That's what I was going to say. The wood that you didn't.
I wanted a dirty idol, just black smoke.
You're going to get that one rich nerd who's going to have one built just for himself. You'll see it. You'll see it rolling around.
I want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, we want to be there. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, this is Denver. We got some bad bikes driving around this city, man. We really do. And none of them got tank treads on them, though. Nothing like this. This is like a whole other step above. I can't wait to see him in the game, honestly. I can't wait to plow someone over with my tusks in Alsbrook Valley.
Yeah, we're going to get one for free.
For free? Do we get it for free? I doubt that. Yeah, Blizzard's going to give us something away for free? Really?
Yeah. Maybe you get it for free.
I mean, they gave me, Chili Willy the Penguin for free, so I can't complain.
I believe that. I got the panda and not the panda, the little, what's it called? The little Coca-Cola bear.
The Coca-Cola bear for free, too. I got that guy, too, yeah. So I suppose they've given us pets. Maybe they'll give us them out for free. I can cross my fingers, right? I'll cross my hooves.
They took my life away. They might as well give me something for free.
My life is gone.
Yep. About it.
Right on. All right. Well, let's move it on then, since none of us are shocked, and talk about the new Dev water cooler. What'd you guys think of that?
I didn't know what you meant by that. When you sent me those notes, I thought a real water cooler. I still thought, okay, two things happened here. You guys said devs, and I thought it was women, and I was like, so devs are going to be at the BlizzCon? Okay. So then you guys say water cooler, and that tells me that the developers came up with a water cooler that they personally use for their cold beverages.
Wow.
So I was like,
oh my God.
Have you ever heard the term like people hanging out by the water cooler chit-chatting when they're supposed to be doing work, but they're not? They hang out by the water cooler. It's like if you or I actually had a 9-to-5 normal job, that's what normal people do. They hang out by the water cooler and they BS about Saturday night,
Oh my
so
goodness.
That's where it comes from. It's the developers are chit-chatting around the office, and this is what they summed it up for us with.
I go to the restroom for 15 minutes. I put that...
Is there a water cooler by the restroom?
No. I get that plastic seat that's supposed to cover the seat, and I get that. I put it on the seat, but then I just sit on it with my clothes on or whatever. And I just sit there, play video games or take a quick nap.
She's playing Zelda.
We need a picture of that.
I'm dying over here.
What wakes him up is that his head goes so low as he's falling asleep that it finally touches the cold of the seat, and he's like, "Oh, time to wake up."
Go back to work. Water coolers. I'm reading it now, and so what is it all about? BlizzCon?
It's about a lot of data for Saturday night.
Is it a blog? It's a blog.
It's
God.
the developers blog, and then all the WoW people will come in and do their they'll do their forum thing for the next 7 days. And
So that's starting right now?
It's already started. Yeah, it's 5.
Okay, so check this out. Let me read you a small piece and see what you guys think. It says, throughout the game's history, some items have had bonus armor on them, which made them more attractive to tanks. After we removed dodge and parry, we wanted to replace these stats with a new tank-specific stat. The bonus armor fit the bill nicely, and with the spirit, it'll only show up on rings, necklaces, cloaks, and trinkets. It's clearly valuable to tanks and will be tuned to much stronger than other secondary stats. Tanks will want to use items with bonus armor on these slots. What do you guys think about that?
Awesome.
That's from back in your day, Spam.
Back in my day, we had bonus armor in the Burning Crusade. It was on my ring, and it made my tank better. What else can I say? Back in my day, they had this stat. Now they're bringing it back. But they're replacing dodge and parry, which means, my take on this is the guys at Blizzard get paid a lot more than I do to think about this stuff. And they seem to be going in the direction of super simplification. So if they're going to turn 2 stats into 1 stat, I'm okay with that. Instead of stacking dodge and parry, I'm going to stack bonus armor. You know what I mean? I'm okay with. I played Dungeons and Dragons for 30 years before I played World of Warcraft, and over the different editions that have come out, Dungeons and Dragons, it's gone the way of super simplification and not having to do as much math when you're rolling dice. I mean, that's the reason I play World of Warcraft, because I don't have to roll dice anymore.
It's no more D&D.
I'm back in my day. It goes way back. But I mean, we got. What did I say? It was 11 stats, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 stats now instead of 40. So I'm okay with that. Super simplification, I believe, is the way to go. I think the Blizzard guys have a real good handle on it, and I'm glad to see that they're. I kind of expected a data dump when they had the alpha kind of squeak out this week when no one was looking.
Right. None of us.
You guys were looking, huh? Weren't you? I noticed. I didn't get an invite. That's what I noticed. to the alpha. How about you guys? Are you guys secretly playing the alpha and not letting us know?
Alpha of Warlords?
Warlords of Draenor, yes.
No, not yet.
We got an alpha of
Heroes of
the Storm, yeah.
Did you really? Oh, I'm so jealous.
Fuck you.
Cool.
Yep, I'm jealous. I want to play that too so bad. But to tell you the truth, I opened up my email and I was like, please let there be one, please let there be one, please let there be one. And I looked and I was like, no. And I just put my head down. I'm not that special, apparently.
You have to kill somebody to get there. So it's tough. Songhammer's not afraid.
No.
Oh.
So you guys got two.
We had to kill a couple people.
I ain't gonna judge you, bro.
You
can wear them as skins. You can wear them as skins, dude. Everyone else is doing it. I don't see why.
Goblins seem to have no problem with that.
No problem making tents out of people.
So basically, secondary stats, haste is unchanged, critical strike is staying the same, mastery's unchanged, but new is multi-strike, grants 2 chances for your damage and healing effects to fire an additional time, each at 30%
So multi-strike
effect.
is wind flurries. Okay.
Right. And versatility is new, increases damage and healing, and reduces
that's
damage
great.
taken.
That's for druids and
Healers,
more
and
druids
stuff.
and shamans, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for all those
Right.
what do they call them? Those versatile class. I guess that's why it's called versatility. Ha ha ha! Play on a little bit. See what I did there? Spirit is
and then check
unchanged,
this out
healers only.
on the minor stats. on the minor stats here, it says there's a new thing called indestructible. It causes the item to not take durability damage at all.
I think that's going to be like an engineering thing or something like that. Something you can like.
A piece of armor that you never have to repair. That's awesome.
Steady your sword so that it doesn't like take damage. That's great. Like back in my day. Oh gosh, that's gonna be this week's episode. Back in my day, Dungeons and Dragons, if you had like a non-magical item, it would take durability damage. If it was a magic item, if it was like epic, if it was like the holy sword, it didn't take damage because it was like it was meant to be. You know what I mean? It was an epic weapon, so that thing's not going to snap on you as you're drawing back your bow. All of a sudden, it snaps and smacks you in the ear. It's not going to happen because it's like the epic bow of the Covenant. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I could see that. Indestructible items, I love it. Leech is like what they call it, life drain. I think it was called billion years ago. It used to be an enchant.
Minor
you can
stat,
get an enchant on your item that would like life steal. That's what it was called.
Right.
So leech is
it causes you to be healed for a portion of all damage and healing done. So I guess this is all going to be on our armor. All these little versatility spirits.
No, all the minor
armor
stats are only going to be on like trinkets and belts and rings and all that stuff on the right hand side, I guess.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Ask Mr. Robot's going crazy.
Ask Mr. Robot must be like drooling in it. It must be like, oh my god, so much work to do.
Yep.
The whole other system.
So, did you guys see anything? Did you guys see anything else in the news this week?
Azeroth Choppers was the biggest news, I think. And I pointed out the Dev Water Cooler to you. And the big news is we got Metal on the show tonight. Yay, Metal.
Right on. Well, then, without further ado, let's get to it. We got two awesome guests this week, Croonhammer and Shredhammer of Songhammer. And so tell us about what you guys have been up to. What's new with the band? What's going on? You guys going to BlizzCon? What's up?
We are going to BlizzCon. We're going to be there. We're working hard to own the talent competition yet again, and we also have sponsors that will be there, and we're working with them. And so if troll YouTube if you want to try and find some cool Songhammer videos. We're up there performing at BlizzCon, and we're working on another video right now.
Awesome. Tell us about that, if you can tell us anything.
That would be what we hope to take BlizzCon with this year.
Oh, okay. You don't want to give anything away?
We can tell you that it'll involve an Alliance versus Horde theme, and that it'll involve a rock versus rap theme. So we the mighty Songhammer are battling the evils of hip hop, and yet the evil hip hop turns out to be pretty badass, and so it's a little more than we bargained for. So it's an epic battle.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
The video for that shoots in 2 weeks ish. Well, it's a little less than that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and it's a battle. It's a straight up battle.
All Run DMC meets Aerosmith. You were talking about old school, so
wow!
I love it.
My ears might explode.
That's right. Our goal is to melt your face and blow your mind. So that's how we're going to roll.
So I got a quick question about that.
Yeah.
Like, what inspired you, to do this? Because you guys are obviously with music, but you do it based on a certain theme. Like, what inspired you guys to get, your group together and start this?
Well, I was a pretty hardcore WoW player, and I have been for a long time, and until you get too busy to be hardcore and then become casual. But I went to BlizzCon in 2010, and I heard their song contest, and I was playing a lot. And I thought, we could win that. So I talked to Ben, and we agreed to try, and we entered a couple of pieces and won. And from that point, we kept going. And, you know, it's like doing what you want to do. Like, what would you more enjoy on a weekend than getting dressed up in armor and, you know, going out into the sticks and fighting with 100 people? That's all. It's awesome.
Filming it and then putting it to epic music, you know, you can't lose.
Yeah, we have so much fun doing this, and everyone that we get to work with, you know, we work with all these great people, and it's just a blast. It's so much fun. It's basically like what we're doing in Warcraft out here in the real world. You know, it's just a different dimension of expressing our love for fantasy.
Awesome. That is
just
awesome.
make me so happy.
I gotta tell you guys something. I saw you guys. I wasn't there at BlizzCon, but I was watching the video, and I was like, yeah, it's a great song. So my son walks in. My son's only 7 years old. And he's standing next to me, and he's kind of like just bobbing his head, and he's like, "We are the Horde," and you guys are going for it. And he's just kind of like, "That's cool." And so then he plays a little Pandaren, so he gets on, and I can hear him in the other room, and he's singing the song in the other room. I can hear him, and he doesn't know the words, and so I'm like, oh, poor guy, he's still going off of last week. So I went back, and I was like, let me play that for you. So I played it for him. He looped that song for 2 hours while he was playing his Pandaren, and the whole time he's just sitting there, you know, he's got the drums on the table, and he's just like, "We are the Horde."
Do that tonight.
He really likes your song, so you got a fan over here.
Well, and that's why we wrote the song Panda Stomp too. You know, we were like, okay, how do we take, because the new patch was going to drop, and we were like, how do we make pandas, you know, bitchin'? And so we were like, okay, they got to be like bikers or something. And so we wrote Panda Stomp, you know, to be like a theme song for the Pandarens.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Why haven't I heard that song? I was looking, I didn't see it.
Well, there you go. You know what?
Because iTunes is down.
Oh, is it? See?
Well, you can also you can purchase it on iTunes, and if you want to preview it, you can hear all of our material at Songhammer.com.
That's right.
And that'll also take you to where you can buy it.
Awesome. I'm doing that right now.
That's awesome.
See the video.
Yeah, that's right.
Right on. I also noticed you guys put out a new video. Tell us about that.
Oh, was it the one for that we did a video this last year for the song "Death Is on the Way"?
Yeah,
and
yes.
And that was an epic production. It was about 100 people involved, and it was everything from horseback riding to, you know, fight.
It's like a motion picture in like 5 minutes.
That's you guys gallivanting.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a big process. We did a Kickstarter campaign, and we funded it for getting funds, but honestly, so many people, the project just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and we ended up with just all kinds of people volunteering their time, and we ended up with about $35,000 in equity into the video.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we only raised about $5,500. So all that other equity was just in, you know, the horse ranch, donating its ranch and riders and horses, and people donating their time, and, you know, it was epic. It was a really, really cool experience. And then a lot of those people are going to be working with us on the video shoot that we do in 2 weeks.
Right on. That's awesome. I also noticed you guys, I liked the video, to tell you the truth. I loved it. I was watching, I was like, it's awesome. Just watching the whole thing play out. But I also noticed on your website, you guys got a store?
Yeah.
And you guys, tell us about that. What do you got on there?
Well, you know, you might be sitting at home one day and realize, hey, I have my Songhammer record, but I don't have the Songhammer t-shirt.
That's awesome.
So, you know, you can go to Songhammer.com and click the store tab, or Songhammer.com/store, and you can get your either digital or physical copy of World of Songhammer, or you can get your t-shirt, and there will be other cool items to come in the near future.
Yep.
Right. Who did the artwork on your t-shirt?
That's Franz DG. He's and that's the interesting story. You know, when I first got into WoW, for me it was Burning Crusade, and I used to be I was a
old school. I like that.
Yeah, my first raid was Karazhan.
Yes, I like that.
Awesome.
Oh, he's an old man like me. Someone who remembers back in my day.
Well, that was such a great raid to start with. That thing was so much fun.
That'll keep you busy for months.
Yeah.
Franz.
So yeah, Franz. He was my first GM. He was the warrior tank, and he just ended up, later on when we talked, he's just this fantastic artist. So yeah, if you look up Franz FRANZ on Google, you'll find his Deviant art page. I believe he's in our partners gallery at Songhammer.com as well.
That's cool.
And he's worked with a lot of different comic book artists as well, and so he ended up doing not only the T-shirt but also the album cover for World of Songhammer.
Posters.
Yeah, posters, and there's some art that's yet to be released that we have of his too.
A couple pieces.
Yeah. So
oh my God, his stuff is amazing.
Yeah, he's.
Sorry, I'm just kind of absorbing it all. It's like, I'll post some links, guys. Wow. Holy moly.
Franz is awesome.
Yeah. So Franz did that, and then there's an artist named Jacob Romeo Lacaire, who did our Crossed Hammers logo. And so there's a lot of artists that have really been interested in the project because it's exciting, it's fun, where, we get to be all cheesed out, and it's just epic.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I also noticed too? I mean, you guys are like the front runners. We got Shredhammer and Croonhammer, but I know you guys also have other members.
Yeah, that's right. We've got Time Hammer, Jose Perez. We have Death Hammer, which is Devanon Basenu, and so we're a mighty foursome of sonic overlorddom.
Awesome. So you guys accept
you guys are going
applications?
Oh, go ahead.
I know.
You have to be able you have to be able to melt faces. That's the first requirement. Have you melted a face in the last week?
And how much gold do you have?
Yeah.
Well, I can't legally say how many faces I've melted.
Yeah.
My lawyer says I can't, so.
Well, Bon Jovi says he's seen a million faces and he's rocked them all. So our goal is to, see all the faces and melt them all.
I love that. It's awesome.
Right on. So tell us about BlizzCon. You guys are going this year.
Oh yeah, we're at BlizzCon every year, and we hope to be playing BlizzCon again this year. That's our trajectory. That's what we're out to do.
You will.
Oh, that's so cool. So you guys weren't.
That's right.
You guys weren't upset about the raise of the price.
It's not shocking. It is what it is. The cons in general, go up. Although BlizzCon is a little more expensive, but also at other cons that you go to, you don't get to test the games, play whatever your favorite game that you're going to play. And we do a lot of cons, so we're at WonderCon, we're at Kamikaze, or we're at different things like this. And when at those cons, there's booze, there's anime, there's comic book stuff, but it's not as interactive as BlizzCon is.
Right, awesome. And you guys also, I saw you guys on your website. You did some cosplay recently.
Yeah, we're going to be performing actually in Southern California. There's a club that is opening up called Club Cosplay. And so we're actually like and if you go to clubcosplay.info, there's information about it there. But we're kind of like the house band, and they're going to be doing a show about once every 6 weeks to 2 months. And so we're going to be involved with them and doing shows. And because we always perform in armor, we're always up armored and ready to rock. And so that's we're like the perfect fit.
Did you guys make your own armor, or?
Good question.
We work with an armor smith on the East Coast. They're called Sharp Mountain Leather, and so we.
So this is like legit. Like you get stat bonuses with this too. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what he wants to know.
it's so legit that it actually helps us when we engage in physical combat. Because if you watch the video for Death is on the Way, you'll note that we do a lot of full contact action combat, and I see why the rogues like leather. It does help, even blocking kicks and things.
Oh, yeah.
I got kicked by Death in the ribs many, many times, and none of them broke.
Yeah.
Wow, so it's actually functional.
It really is. His stuff is incredibly legit and looks epic. And so what we talked to him about was, we tried to model the armor after Warcraft. That was the main idea was, okay, we want this to look Azerothian, and
okay.
So that was, and then we wanted the Doomhammer. We wanted, Orgrim Doomhammer on the chest because we are Songhammer after all. So we wanted to rep that way, and also it's a great Horde, reference as well. So, but and he did it. He really showed us some of the designs that he came up with, and together, we were looking at different pieces, and we came up with an epic armor set. So,
and I believe that Sharp Mountain Leather, if you saw Death is on the Way or Songhammer and found yourself thinking, man, I love Songhammer, but it would be so much better if I had my very own set of Songhammer armor, then you can go to Sharp Mountain Leather, and I believe it's something in the neighborhood of $900. You can look like Songhammer.
Somewhere in the neighborhood.
If you want to just like us, you can do it.
You could.
I mean, you might not be able to melt faces like we do, but you can look like us.
But then again, maybe, just maybe, you're a hero inside, and the leather armor was the last thing you needed, and now you can melt faces. So
what?
Nice.
Do you feel a tear in the side of your eye?
It's my allergies.
No, it's not. It's all right. We can feel that. So, but
oh my god!
But it was it's epic. The armor, and then also the hammers that we're using are earlier you were talking about epic weapons, and the company Epic Weapons, who makes the Doom hammers, they became a sponsor, and so we work with them as well, and they're pretty awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So are those functional as well, or if you hit it on the ground too hard, it'll fall apart?
They're considered a LARP hammer, but they're also considered to be a little too hefty for LARP.
Yeah, they're
pretty big for a LARP, yeah.
So you can knock somebody out if you hit them hard enough. That's what we're trying to figure out right now.
We definitely smacked on each. Not only we beat up each other, but we've certainly in the video and working with the fight choreographer and things like that.
Look, we've slammed and smashed and broken every manner of man, woman, and child with those hammers. They're the best on them.
Including cat.
There was a cat once.
There was a cat.
I can't wait, because I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some armor and then a hammer, and then when there's an unlucky robber that comes into my house, I'm gonna put that shit on and run at him, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna melt your face off.
You just put in your Songhammer. You get your MP3 player ready. That way, when he comes in, the music blares, and now you're your own music video, and you have to promise to videotape that and upload it to YouTube. Then
I'll wear one of those little GoPro
cameras. Perfect.
Oh God! See,
right on
this
your
is why
hammer.
my lawyer said I couldn't talk. Okay, I did stuff. Okay.
Yeah, he'll surrender. That's right.
I give up.
So,
He'll ask you where you get that music.
I can just imagine him just shaking in a foam room and be like, "That guy, man, he's just gonna be in those therapy homes after that." I'm gonna mentally screw him up so much because of that. I'm sorry, I took things a little too far. Okay, let's get back on track.
I'm just listening to this great conversation. This is awesome.
The other video that you guys have posted on your page is the animated one, the Better Off Dead. I wanted to ask, did you guys do your own anime, or was it those guys over at Machinima, or who did your Better Off Dead?
It's the Baron Sustan.
Yeah,
so Baron Sustan, it was the one who did it. We were looking at we wanted a Machinima style video.
It's fantastic, yeah.
Especially because we do so much with Blizzard Entertainment stuff, and so with the games and with the music, and so we thought that would be really epic to get something animated. So we contacted a few different artists that do the videos, and Baron Sustan said, "Oh, I would love to do that. Send me." And so we sent him one of the songs that we thought would be cool, kind of punkish, kind of almost pop rockish, punkish type song. He dug it, and then he ended up making the video as a result for Better Off Dead.
Yeah, and Baron Sustan, I mean, his skill is obvious by looking at his work, but that guy is heavy. He's pretty awesome. His Flyleaf video, I'm So Sick, that thing has like almost 2 million hits or something. He's phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah, he's doing, so that was the inspiration there, and then we basically talked, and Sustan's in Northern Europe.
No, he's in what is it? Norway?
Sweden.
Is it Norway?
No wonder I can't spell it.
He's somewhere.
So he's in Europe, and so we were constantly, we at one point Skyping and then calling and trying to get back and forth and communicate, but it was awesome. He really dug the music, and we dug his work, so it was a great collaboration.
Right on. Awesome.
It looks fantastic. Video looks great. Sounds great.
Yeah,
so a bunch of hordes rocking it out. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out
right.
on YouTube. Yeah.
As soon as iTunes decides to work on me, I'll get that whole album. But holy cow, I can't get iTunes to work on me to save my life.
Here you go. You don't have to worry about iTunes. You can go to cdbaby.com. You can either download it or you can get the hard copy, which has all the art, which is really cool.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
cdbaby.com, and if you go to cdbaby.com /Songhammer3, I believe it is, or just you go to cdbaby and type in Songhammer, you'll find all our stuff.
Right on.
And we're on iTunes, of course, as well, and actually we're on a lot of different areas. Anywhere epic music is sold, you'll find the mighty Songhammer.
Yes.
I like it a lot.
Right on. Well, we are definitely looking forward to seeing you guys. We're not going to get to be there, but we will have our own, I guess, what is the right word for it? Like
news reporter?
If you want to call it that. We're pretty much all in
satellite
the
location party.
I think we should get a real water cooler.
Get a water cooler and hang out with the Gibbs.
Frysa's like, where's all the water?
Devs and water coolers. That's what I came for.
Right on. So we're gonna get to see you guys live. We're looking forward to that. That sounds like a lot of fun. We will have some sort of representation there. Talked to one of our admins on our Facebook page, Kristen. She is going to be there. So hopefully you guys can hook up. You guys can do a little live interview or something. And
send an email about it to songhammer1@gmail.
Yeah, and also we're all over the con, and we'll be when we go to the con, we always have something to give away. Last year we had trading cards, so each of the band member had their own trading cards.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
that was cool.
Oh, I want those.
Get them no more, right?
If you're going to BlizzCon, have her look for us, and we'll be handing stuff out to people. By the second day, people realized we all had different cards, so then they were coming back and trying to collect the cards.
Whoa, I don't have the whole
set. I don't have Croonhammer. I don't have. So it was pretty awesome. And so we'll either have new trading cards this year or something. We always have something. Not to mention face melting music, and we're ready to serve.
And we're doing a lot of shows this summer. We've got the Club Cosplay, which will be amazing. If you think about cosplay and nightclub, and it's a nerd-safe environment, so you're not going to have anyone, say, grabbing your boobs in your cosplay.
Yeah,
so
right.
You guys.
Yeah, right.
I feel uncomfortable when somebody just comes up and grabs my boobs. So
I've never worn cosplay and not got my booty grabbed.
This happened to us. So we've got a gig with Legendary and Nerdist on the 17th of July. On the 19th, we're playing at Chain Reaction in Anaheim, and that's an all-ages gig. So any of your listeners from Southern California could go to that.
Mm-hmm.
Marked Men 5, July 25th. That is a pirate-themed party on the boat from Pirates of the Caribbean 4, and Songhammer is the action band. Yes, that is some amazing stuff.
And that's in San Diego. So those are Comic-Con gigs. So during Comic-Con, we're doing, that's a party that's specifically for Comic-Con.
Yeah, if you do want to go to Markman, you can Google Markman 5, and I think the cheap tickets are like $50-ish.
Yeah, and that is an epic show because you're literally on the ship and on the water. It's rad.
Wow, I'm in the wrong state.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I just want to mention how cool you guys are. Again, if you guys do have applications for another Mighty Hammer, I'm totally here.
We're always looking for Sherpas too. We every time we go to a gig, we usually here's another important thing. So if you're going to BlizzCon or something like that, we're going to put together the Hammerhead Army.
Songhammer needs your help.
Join the Hammerhead Army. Melt faces.
Are you going to BlizzCon? Do you need somebody really epic to hang out with? Look no further.
The Hammerhead Army is for you.
Yes.
How do I get into the Hammerhead Army?
Well, I'm glad you asked. All you do is you find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Songhammer.
And what do I say?
You say, I want to join the Hammerhead Army.
And that's it?
That's it.
It's that easy?
It's that easy. And then you can walk with the mighty Songhammer as we troll BlizzCon, destroying...
You mean I can be in the Hammerhead Army?
Anyone can be in the Hammerhead Army. It's that easy. So we're making a commercial. How does it sound?
This is great.
Yes! Dude, I had to mute myself. I was screaming. I was like, I want in! Oh, that is so cool.
I thought my Skype was what's it called, was advertising to me or something. I was like, what just happened? Did I lose my connection with my party?
Oh no, we are your party.
Yeah, I'm in. I'll be a roadie
Oh my
any day.
gosh. I'm gonna
any of your listeners that are going to be there, just let us know, and we could use help. We usually can. I mean, we're working hard those weekends. Beyond BlizzCon, we're going to be doing some things for the Geeky Awards, which is uber cool. And then you want to hear about crazy stuff we're doing. The pirate ship is awesome. BlizzCon is awesome. We are doing a zombie apocalypse event where everybody will be zombies. And,
and zombies or the few survivors.
Right.
And that's called Green Zone 11. And it'll be the weekend after BlizzCon. And in Corona, so it's actually only about 40 minutes away from Anaheim Convention Center, and that is an awesome event.
So the question you have to ask yourself is this: do I want to watch Songhammer rock the apocalypse?
Yes.
There you go. See,
I'm answering.
Yeah.
Apocalypse is happening. We're all rocking out like Titanic.
Those dudes are still playing their instruments.
That's right.
That's the way to go.
One last song.
See, we jack the generators, we siphon the gasoline, and then we turn it to 11, and no zombie can withstand the mighty Songhammer.
Come on now.
That's right.
That's funny, man. That's awesome.
You guys got to come out with a T-shirt that says I'm in the Hammerhead Army.
You guys LARP, don't
right.
you? You guys like LARP like bejesus, don't you?
It's interesting because we've been into gaming. We're way into comic books. We're way into science fiction and fantasy, and in the video Death is on the Way. I have a really good friend who's huge into LARPing, and he has just tons of costumes. His name's Michael Slusser, and he ended up outfitting all of our pilgrims and all the guys who basically aren't the bandits.
Everyone who died.
Everyone who dies, he outfitted.
Except us.
Except for us, that's right, because we die, but we come back again at the end.
That happens a lot.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a video for a song called Cowboys in Space, and we fight this bounty hunter, and she'll kill us. We'll have to come back as well.
What did you say, Matt? That's horrible.
What? I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Oh, that she's going to kill us, but that we're always going to resurrect. Did you like
Yeah, but then you have to walk all the way back to your
I
body.
just got that. That was good. That was awesome.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Can be kind of painful, but you have to think about it. If you can get through the pain of dying, it really is functional immortality.
You have to have a mage handy, which we always do.
Yeah, our mages can actually resurrect. I don't know if you noticed in the video, Michelle
Yes.
Boyd from the guild was a mage who could resurrect, and she did. But that's probably because it's Michelle Boyd. She's pretty special.
I did catch that, but I didn't really want to rub it in your face or anything.
No,
I figured she was just mass resurrecting you guys, since she was doing them both at the same time.
That's true. Well,
Wow, there's so many things that.
That's so geek on so many levels.
Actually, Michelle plays. I want to say it's a elemental shaman. At the time that we shot the video, I think we were talking about Horadon wipes.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Don't get us started on that.
My main right now is a Blood/Frost Death Knight. That's what I've been playing for the last couple of years. Before that, I was
Good
tanking.
for you.
Good for you.
I like that. Good for you. That's good.
I'm a little worried. I was looking at the patch notes, and I'm not sure. Who wants to lose vengeance as a tank? That doesn't sound any fun.
Right.
You remember
All for stat squish.
through DKs? I remember pulling 400,000 DPS on and just being unkillable.
It's just not going to happen
DKs are
anymore.
OP.
No, it's not.
It's called the nerf, guys. Get used to it.
Tanks didn't get to
Yeah.
GPS. But I have the hunter that I actually started on a hunter, and when I want to be anonymous and face roll and do big numbers, I just jump on the hunter and multi-shot.
Yeah, that's not going to happen anymore either.
Yeah.
They're saying the numbers are going to roll back to Burning Crusade numbers.
Oh, so let's see here. I remember being really impressed by 1,000 damage in was it Zulaman?
Yeah,
Burning
yeah.
Crusade numbers, yeah.
Right.
Waiting for that execution.
Ooh,
That
4
raid-
digits.
It was a dungeon, but it was a raid back then. I swear, that thing was hard. That thing was horrible, man.
It was a raid back then.
It's hard. Bear Run.
They took my arm.
Bear
They
Run
took my eye.
I
I love that guy. me and the Trollios go way back.
Hey, did you check out the Connected Realms? Did you see that list? They just came up finally. I know last week we were talking about it, but this week they finally came out with a list.
I play on a lot of
I did not
realms,
see that.
and for months and months now, I'll admit this is probably the most extensive list that they've had of Connected Realms. But
Yeah.
once again, it doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, my realm was not even on the list.
It's not even on the list. Yeah.
I can't believe there's that many rounds in this game.
Oh, there's 1,000. Are you kidding?
My goodness, this is
Yeah.
insane. I can't believe it. I knew there was a lot, and this is
By
not
the
even a full
time-
list.
By the time 6.0 comes out, it's all going to be one big freaking happy family, man.
Yep. It's gonna be so laggy.
It's gonna be like freaking Broadway in Manhattan. At noon.
Let me ask you guys something. Songhammer, are you guys looking forward to WoD? Are you guys going to throw a party and all that, and when it launches?
There'll be alcohol involved.
You're talking about
Draenor?
Draenor?
Yeah, we call it WoD.
Why? Well, there may or may not be a mention of Warlords of Draenor in the new song.
And then Rap Rock Battle. That might be happening.
Oh,
nice.
Like
Spoiler.
other information that we need to know about.
It's going to be an epic battle, but you're going to enjoy it. Whether you're Alliance or Horde, actually, you're going to enjoy that. And we do drop hints.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
I mean, even if you're Alliance, honestly, being stomped by Songhammer is still awesome.
That's a glorious death.
And I will say that I have played Alliance. I started with the Hunter and the Paladin, and I've been Horde since Karazhan, but when I got to... I was interested in playing a Death Knight kind of, but I wanted to see what the Alliance stuff was like, mostly because I wanted to do reconnaissance inside their capital cities so that when we did raids, I wanted to understand how they, their transport systems work, etc. So I rolled a DK and played over there for a while, then a priest, and once we won BlizzCon with We Are the Horde, they all had to faction transfer. And
oh my gosh, yeah, we're mostly Hordes over here, but recently we all started an Alliance turn except for Frysa. He won't do it.
He's resilient. I gotta give you credit for that.
He will not do it.
There's no way.
Because we all wanted it. Our guild kind of fell apart, and so we're like, what do we do? What do we do? So we're like, you know what? Let's all jump on every peak and join CTR. Everybody else seems to be doing it, so let's go.
Everyone else seems to be doing it.
So we all headed over there. We rolled the tune over there. We're all over there right now.
And there I'm in already. Baby.
Except for
I'm
Frysa.
in the damn guild. Woohoo!
Ooh.
Nobody knows who I am yet. I blew my cover tonight.
Yeah, we don't have it.
No, if you guys ever need a home, we take, Songhammer Guild usually ends up with 4 or 5 raid teams that kind of function independently, and our only rules are be nice and have fun. We just don't tolerate any nonsense, but everyone's really cool.
Well,
are you guys too serious? Is that why? No, I'm just kidding.
You bet we are, buddy. We're gonna mount. Hey, look, if you're in the rock and roll game, you got to be totally serious.
Yeah.
If you're gonna build spaces and you're gonna, own, be a demigod, or the things that we have to do. You got to get up at the crack of noon. You got to do all the things that are
the crack of noon.
So
We'll have groupies.
yeah, I'll be a good
we've got an army. What are you talking about? We got a Hammerhead army.
An army.
Well, those weren't the
I'm in
groupies
the
I was
Hammerhead
talking
army.
about, but okay.
Yeah, but if someone will kill for you, you think asking him to make out's a big deal? I mean, come on.
I like it.
That was awesome.
And with that, Massmedic's on
I'm on
board.
board. Let's move on. All right. I already signed my life away. There you go.
Oh, my
Here's my
God. Oh, that's hilarious.
You had him at hello.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my gosh. All right, well, we're coming up on our time, guys.
Shout-outs. We got to do shout-outs.
Shout out.
Let's do our shout-outs real quick. Do you want to take care of that, Matt?
Yes. We had some questions come in from some of our fellow followers. We didn't get to them a few weeks ago because there was this little mishap and stuff like that. I got shot. That's pretty much what happened. So one of our followers, a Horde player named Siu, I believe is how you say it, or it's Suyu. I don't know how to say it. She plays on Emerald. Okay. And her question was to us is she's really fed up with the raid loggers and the alt hoppers. And she said it's really hard to find a guild or a group that actually is secure like it was back in vanilla. Where
Back in my day.
Yeah.
So what are your guys' opinion on this? I mean, you guys feel the same way, or?
The looking for raid ruined everybody.
I raid leaded and ran the guild and still do, but I went through several tiers of raid leading and noticed the differences between BC and now. And originally we used to do 25-man raids, and it got to the point where it was too hard to do that. I think the change over to the 10-man platform initially took the emphasis off of really needing to do anything, because it gave people the ability to have different types of expectations. Before, you could have, in 25-man, you can lose 4 people and still be okay, which means you could proceed if you didn't have enough people there, etc. Now there's so much, everyone has to be so responsible, and if one guy in a 10-man isn't able to pull his weight, you can't maybe do it, or maybe you can if it's the right boss or you're at the right place in the tier, but there's a lot more responsibility in a normal raid member's role, and most of the time people just want to, face roll. So I think if my answer to that person, because I went through that situation so many times, would be start a raid group and find people that are like you.
There you go.
Right. There's a lot of ways you can connect with people, either with forums or there's Open Raid. You can get on there and find a whole bunch of people that are on your schedule. Put together a group. There's a lot of ways you can do that. I, for one, understand the huge unactive guild. I was in a guild in Proudmoore, and I think it had 999 members, and it was called BlackRock Investments. And there was maybe 4 of us on. And I was like, so wait a second, there's 1,000 people in this guild, but only 4 of us are on. How is that even possible? And it says that a lot of them had played recently, and I'm like, am I not getting on the right time? Or what's the deal with this thing? I just couldn't figure it out, and I figured it's just an alt guild. That's all it is.
They saw you log on, and...
Right, there he is.
That guy.
Oh, log off.
Oh, no, it's Eli.
Yeah, my biggest thing when I was always looking for partners to play with online, I always asked them, is this your main? And if it wasn't, that was always a first thing for me to be like, okay, well, this guy's going to be on all kinds of accounts. He's never going to be on all the time, or she's never going to be on all the time. I'm never going to find a PvP partner or someone just to go questing with. So I ended up finding a guy named, what was his, Rodney. Remember?
Rodney has 7 mains.
Yeah, so he has 7 mains. Now this guy though plays all the time, but I only know his main. And I met him. We were doing quests together, and I ended up finding him. And then I introduced me to all kinds of other things to people and people who played all the time. So you need to find somebody and ask around. Before you start putting people on your friends list, or whatever. Ask them, if that's their main, how many characters they got. Find out if they're really going to be playing on that character all the time, because, you can't be chasing these people down on all their characters. You're never going to find a good party that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you find a good group
of... real ID, if they are going to be hopping characters, you get the real ID, and then you'll see when they're on different characters,
And also make sure the people you're running with have the same expectations as you and the same goals. A lot of times you get someone in a raid group who's really hardcore, they're not patient enough for other people that are progressing, so that leads to group instability. You really have to select the right people, and sometimes in a raid group that means not choosing the best geared, highest DPS person, because if they can't enjoy themselves while the other 9 people progress, that, you're still working with a 9-man group.
Very true. We need to make an eHarmony for WoW.
You know what? Let's do it.
I'll do it.
Harmony.
We know you'll do it. Okay. All right. I got one more question. This one is, we didn't really get a name from him, but he plays on Wyrmrest. I believe I said that right.
Wyrmrest, yeah.
Wyrmrest, yeah.
Wyrmrest accordion?
I don't know. Maybe the people made this from Japan or something. I don't know. Anywho, I don't know if it was a question or if it was more of a complaint, but I think we've all ran into this. You always get that guy when you're looking for raid who's always yelling at somebody why your DPS isn't high enough because you're not fully geared, And then he thinks of it and he says, if I was fully geared, I wouldn't be looking for raid. I would be doing something more extreme. So if you guys ever run into an encounter where you got that one asshole that's yelling at everybody, like not doing enough DPS when he's actually in second place or something like that.
I have had many instances where I'm being yelled at by the guy who is last on the list because he saw me, eating Cheetos in a corner. I wasn't attacking the boss for 20 seconds. And he was like, oh, yeah, so-and-so needs to be kicked. He wasn't attacking, he's not doing no damage to the boss. And then it's like, you're not even doing any damage. Just stop it.
And you're throwing the full force that you got at him, and you're not even
I'm not even hitting him yet. And then you get the tank who's a 585 or whatever, the ridiculous item level, and he'll do a LFR and expect... I know it's not 585, but it's whatever. It's the highest one he has. And I've seen those guys... And they'll go in there expecting that all the LFR people to be the same as his group that he goes with all the time. And it's like, no, we don't.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah, I get all kinds of stuff like that. I was a tank for 7 years. So I used to get, oh my goodness, I used to get the complaints all day. I'm letting it back in my day. Oh my goodness, man. I remember. It's not just you. It's all of us. I think we've all been yelled at by somebody who cares too much.
And the other thing is, because a lot of people have played the game, especially vanilla players, but BC players also, they have that memory of what it was like. And I think the other part of it, what I've come around to understanding, is that you just kind of have to let go of the expectation that it's ever going to be like that. It's not.
It's never going to be like that again. Yeah.
So, learning to enjoy what it is now is probably the best route. Because honestly, there's a lot of games out there, but there's still nothing that's as good.
Agreed.
I mean, if you guys have ever done this, I'm pretty sure you guys all have played Call of Duty. It's kind of like you get a lot of those 12-year-olds in here.
Yeah, and they're gonna kill you in 2 seconds.
Yep. That's their whole life. They sit there and masturbate and play World of Warcraft all day.
I assume that the boosted 90 system is going to just like perpetuate the problem of 1,000 times fold. I can't imagine that it's going to be good for business on the sanity and raid end of the game. But I would guess that it's not being done for that reason, and I would guess it's being done for dollar signs and cents at the end of the day.
Yeah.
$60 a tune. I'm sure they've made $1 billion on this already. If not, at least millions.
One of the other things we're going to be doing soon is heading out to the Blizzard campus and just saying hello to everyone, doing a little bit of pre-BlizzCon press.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you guys are
Yeah, we are. We're close.
BlizzCon.
Well, where was your invite when they were doing the unveiling of the bikes? You're right there. You could have been in that crowd.
We missed some things because we aren't strictly limited to stuff inside the Blizzard environment, so we actually have a lot of events, and a lot of them are like comic book related and conventions, but the pirate thing, the zombie thing. We're kind of just adventure and fantasy heroes, so we're down to kind of stomp any universe half-life.
You guys should have showed up in Zelda shirts. Like, oh, wrong convention, sorry.
We definitely do the conventions where Zelda's walking around all over the place.
Have a little green hat on, walking around. What game is this?
Our people. They're our people.
Yeah, no, you're going to see Link there, and he's like, call me Zelda one more time.
Call me Zelda.
I remember the end of Adventure for Link when you have to fight your own Link Shadow.
Dark Link.
Yeah.
Dark Link. The only reason why I'm mentioning Zelda right now is because I'm actually playing on my DS as we speak, and I'm playing the Link Between Worlds Zelda on my DS. Don't judge me. I have issues.
Shame on you. Wow.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
So Bass isn't the only one
these
playing
dungeons
now.
are super addictive. I don't. There's pigs walking around with axes, and
California's like that.
Oh God, we're gonna get sued, dude. Is this gonna be a wraps here, or do you want to?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Hey, let's give a shout out to our new PWNcast Facebook admin, Belle, who decided to join us. So
she's cursing you out on Facebook as we speak because you didn't invite her this week.
Yeah, well,
she says for the Alliance, and you made her cry.
She got something to say about that Alliance.
Yeah, that's why we didn't put her on this episode, guys.
The Calaxy bike.
She pledged her Alliance.
That's right. She pledged her allegiance to the Horde last week.
What does she say? She goes, "The Horde is not bad. The Horde is not."
The Horde is not bad.
Great, man.
Varied Wind's kind of like
Eli, she's gonna burn you.
That was not on the podcast. That was like in our post show.
It was great. I wasn't expecting to hear that, man. I know.
What's funny is I'm just sitting there bored off of my mind, and I'm just like, listening to because I listened to the whole show.
Episode yet.
I listened to the pre-show, I listened to the show, I listened to the post-show, and I'm going through it, and I'm just bored out of my mind. All of a sudden I hear she says that, and I'm like, wait, what? And I rewind. Oh no, that's going in right now. Yeah, but thanks, Belle. We're excited to have you on our Facebook page. So guys, real quick before we head out of here, tell us how we can find you guys, either on Twitter, or on Facebook, or your website. Go ahead and plug it away.
You can find us on all of that. So our website is songhammer.com. And you can find music there. You can watch videos. You can interact with us. You can buy that T-shirt you needed and that CD. So again, that's songhammer.com. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Songhammer, or Twitter, same thing, twitter.com Songhammer. We're pretty much everything.com-ish Songhammer. But social media, we're also on things like Reverb Nation. But also, even more importantly, if you want to hear Songhammer music, you can go to iTunes and do search for Songhammer, or you can look for World of Songhammer, which is the album. We're also on cdbaby.com. You can search Songhammer and you'll find our music. And if you just do a Google search, you'll find it all. We own the first 4 or 5 pages of Google.
Yeah, that's
I think they own a porn
That's
site
true.
too, so
Give
be
me
careful,
the-
everybody. Just like.
That's
And
right.
it went there. All right.
Oh my god! I was trying to think of a joke, but I couldn't really think of one. I thought I like my Songhammer, like I like my coffee dark and melting my face.
There you go. That was nice.
Or you can switch it around.
Way to go,
You can switch it
Frysa.
around. Like I like my coffee, like I like my Songhammer.
I like my
that.
whiskey.
Drowns out my sorrows when I get depressed. No.
You know what? When you're depressed, you should drown yourself in Songhammer.
That's
I
right.
agree. I agree.
Because it turns you into a hero.
So going on my playlist.
Yep, I'm downloading the
Oh,
album.
no,
It's
no,
a
no.
regular ringtone. Not
I'm
gonna
gonna buy
lie.
myself a
That's right. Good.
Yep, we're doing
And
ringtones
of course,
too.
join the Hammerhead Army.
I
Right on.
Will,
You guys,
Right
Can I
on.
join? Can I join? Can I be Blackhammer? Is that okay?
He still wants to be in the band.
Absolutely.
The only thing, guys, is you guys have to be able to handle a harmonica, because that's all he really does.
Harmonica. Bro, I have a voice like. Well, I really don't have a voice.
I
But
play the trombone. Does that count for
make
anything?
some angels.
You guys
Back,
need
I
a
don't know.
trombonist?
I'm that one dude you actually don't need, but I'll be there.
There's a cowbell in the back.
ooh,
Yeah.
Right on. Well, you know what, guys? Let's wrap it up. You guys can find Spamburger at I Eat Spamburgers on Twitter. You can find Mass, message him on PWNcast Facebook page. You can find Frysa at Frysa the Mage. You can find me, Eli, at Eliadah the Priest on Facebook. Friend me. You can find a new admin at Samantha Is It on Facebook. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/PWNcast. Check up our Twitter is PWNcast with an S. So you guys can check us out there. And you know what? Send us questions, guys. We enjoyed those questions today. We can use more questions. So go ahead and send us any questions you got. Just message them to our Facebook page. We'll have a website up soon. So you know what? As far as I know, I'm in the Hammerhead Army. I don't know about you guys, but
I'm Blackhammer.
On their
right on. So from all of us here at in PWNcast and the Hammerhead Army, we say goodnight and we salute you.
We are Songhammer, and we are going to pwn you.
Kinky!
I smell the burning of the villages at dawn. No room for weakness in the soldiers of the spawn. You can't withstand my hammer's blow. This is my right, I take control. I see a vision of my foe on bended knee, his neck extended for my axe to set him free. We will overthrow you all someday. You can't withstand my hammer's blow. This is my right, I take control. We are the Horde, your rightful lord.
we were having an issue trying to get a hold of one of our members for some reason, and I gave him a call, and he was like in a really bad area, and all I heard was and then it goes doot doot doot.
That's what he sounds like all the time.
What was that all about?
You need to stop calling those Indian helplines, man.
That could add excitement to the podcast. That's all good.
You just, when you're trying to reach your member, you just reach for your member. It's not a big deal. You just reach.